Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Ybot. Welcome back to Civilization Beyond Earth with the Rising Tide expansion. Um, my name is Ybot, and here are the settings that we're playing with today. We're playing as Hutuma, who is ridiculous. He commands the Polystralia sponsor, so basically the Polystralian civilization. We're playing on a Arid Terran map, so this is continents with a desert skin, basically. Standard size, 8 players. We are playing on Apollo difficulty, the hardest difficulty. Impossibly hard is being a little generous, but it can be challenging. And we're playing on standard game pace. So yeah, Apollo, yeah, it is the highest difficulty compared to Civilization 5 with Deity. It's probably more so, probably in between Immortal and Deity on Civilization 5. Although there are some things that are very. There are some very easy dirty tricks you can pull early in the game, which I have, such as building and using submarines, which you get very early on because this game is set in the future. Anyway, let's continue on here. We're going to clean up some stuff here, get some new units, build our first carver, why not? And we've got ending diplomatic transmission here from somebody. Who is it? Sure. Looks good to me. We're cooperating. Alright. Let's actually take a really quick peek here at who we're cooperating with, who we are not. Because I would like a target for invasion. Would like to target somebody and attack them and grow my territory. Also just stomp a few heads. I did originally intend on being very aggressive here. But that that seems to have died out. I've kind of fallen into the trap of like, oh, I'm getting along with everybody. I don't want to kill everyone. I'm having a good time. Yeah. Been known to happen. We've got a couple of good targets here, good juicy targets. One of them is Alpha Law here. The other one would be the African Union. But unfortunately, both of them are both of them have cooperation agreements with me right now, so it may be more useful to keep them as friends. Let's take a look at our diplomacy screen here. So we could attack Integer. Could attack Susan. We could attack Kozlov, but let's see. Actually, we've gotten to the point here. We do have phasal transporters in production, so once we have those, it doesn't really matter. Another option is to just simply go after Space France here. Just conquer everything to the south by sea. Come to think of it, we could probably, hell, if we wanted to, infinite city sprawl is a valid strategy here, which I don't usually consider because I'm so used to playing tall, but it might be something I will try later on in another game, see if it's worth it. Usually I just take people's stuff instead. Get that guy. Let him do an energy steal. We're trying to steal tech from Kozlov. We're stealing science from them. That'll go off in 3 turns, and this will go off in a few turns as well. What do we want to build here? Build a command center for now. So we have gone to war with Chengsu, and we took his 2 floating, well, his 1 floating capital and his other city there, and then I believe Alpha Law wiped him off there. And I should probably look at colonizing the rest of this area here, basically putting in a solid barrier between me and the likes of Alpha Law here. They can take the northern part of the continent for now, that's fine. We'll see. I would also like positive happiness. Positive happiness is a nice thing. What I think I'm gonna do is I'll do this. I'll get a road set up so that Richport can be connected. Get a Feraxite mine set up here. Seems like a good plan. Continue on. We have a decent amount of money coming in. We may buy some city defenses for this city. Also, it would be good to buy a thermal-dynamic rudder. Okay, the city has gone ahead and finished its trade depot, so I'm going to go ahead and purchase 2 trade convoys. We'll be able to use those next turn. Let's see what we can build. Let's build a recycler. Recyclers are good for production. It's a terrible deal. Fuck you. Fuck you, Space Germany. Just fuck you. Your terrible deals. So that was Integer. They were offering deals. Their special ability is that they offer deals. They get to do things on the cheap for agreements. So that's why I was throwing away their agreement. I was like, no, this is crap. Oh, and also, guys, it's a Friday, so there will be drinking. It means there may be stupid decisions. Entertaining, hopefully, but possibly stupid decisions. Let's go into trade overview, highest science delta, so we can see the best trade routes we can get. So probably a trade route with Magan here, if we can make it. Here we go. Yep, that's a decent trade route. Usually one trade route with Magan and then another one with Alpha Law seems to be pretty good so far, although Liqueur looks good, so let's go with Liqueur as well. Let's recruit. Ooh, that's these are actually tough decisions here. Let's get a strong work ethic and increase our worker speed there. Let's rock and roll. Anything left to do anything with here? Oh. Yeah, I think Alpha Law might have to be a target later on. Apparently they've gone after Kozlov too. Interesting. Well, I'm gonna have some beer while this goes through. So the good thing about the worker speed is we've got a shit ton of biowells to build. We have a massive quantity of those that need constructing. Failed to steal science from Welshkit. What is the intrigue level in Welshkit? Is that great? Try reassigning this person elsewhere. Try reassigning them over there instead. Maybe we'll have more luck. The maintenance is not that much, but it does add up and it is annoying. Barons wouldn't be a bad idea. The game is suggesting it. I think actually Phasal Transporter would be good. Let's do that. Alright, so this is a quest here for thermal dynamic rudders. So we can either maintain current alignment drag and get some more science from thermodynamic rudders, which is good, or we can realign the rudder to reduce cost of city movement to reduce drag. Let's reduce the drag. Alright. So we've gone ahead and we've done that. Speaking of which, we're actually going to go ahead and we're going to make sure the city has a thermodynamic rudder. When it's done building its carrier, we're going to move it out. We're going to move it down to around the area of Grand Expito there. We're going to start to claim some of this territory. Hopefully not piss Elodie off, but really, there's not much she can do about it if she is upset. Once that city has moved a few hexes, we can go ahead and we can drop down a new one. And it'll actually found instantly in Beyond Earth cities, as I'm sure you guys are probably aware. Cities take several turns to actually turn into a one population city. Before that, they're just an outpost. But if all the land around them happens to already be claimed by your civilization, there's no need for that. Because that time is spent claiming the land surrounding it. Elodie cancels Black Marks agreement, big surprise.
During Shanda, noun. Shame felt upon discovering one has mistaken an artificial intelligence for a close relation.
Oh dear.
The choice between humans and machines is a false dichotomy, created to confuse and mislead.
Alright, well, I'm having some beer now that we're at level 11 Supremacy. We have some new units. Excellent. We have effective fighters now. We have the Herald. Well, air sweep is useless in this against the AI because the AI doesn't know how to use planes in this game. So using plus 20% attacking a wounded unit is huge. I believe that also works on cities. I believe. I've not seen anything specific, but based on my observations of it, that's my understanding. So we're going to go here. We're going to go for bioengineering because we want golems. Actually, is that it? Is there any units with 100 strength? Well, either way, this is good and it'll eventually lead to the Aquilon, which is ridiculously good. It is a flying aircraft carrier is what the Aquilon is. So let's cycle through the turns here. Got a bio well set up in the open patch in the ocean there. Freeland will produce a carver in one turn. Very good. Should actually be... You know what? This is 6 turns for the Panoptical. Let's just snag it. It'll give us additional diplomatic capital. Let's take a look at our personality traits now that we have 400. Do we have enough to... Honestly, this trait is kind of shit. So we don't have enough to change it. But I think I'm going to redo this one and switch my personality trait to something better. Something simpler, better, like production. If I could get something specific to wonder production, that would be wonderful, but probably not. Carver, it's a robot with a gun. Very good, it does the job. Go ahead and grab the fruit there. Alright, our unhealthiness has gone up a little bit. Oh, we can actually get the Paean. I'm not sure how to pronounce this, guys. You have to forgive me if I butcher the pronunciation on this, but the Paean? I think it's the Paean. +1 health when worked by a city, but not past the city's local health. So I think we'll actually plop that on top of Freeland just for the time being when we get one. We'll probably just buy one outright because we have ridiculous amounts of money coming in. 300 per turn here. So, kinda insane. And we have our first phasal transporter. Means we can beam units to any part of the world. Any part of the world where we can get orbital coverage, that is. So, for example, let's, do we wish to set one up here? This little inland backwater? Or did we maybe want to attack Space Germany? Before we set it up, let's take a look at this. Let's see where our target should be.
Geht es dir gut?
Lena's usually a threat late game. Right now, she's behind me. The people I've made friends with. Well, Elodie's still technically behind me. She's just going hard supremacy. Or hard purity, I should say. As is Barry. Barry's equally going hard purity. Alpha Law is going hard... Actually, Alpha Law is probably the biggest threat. Alpha Law and Barry are probably the biggest threats.
Now let us all one village be.
Lena... she's threatening-ish. She's actually going... Yeah, she's going for a hybrid. You know what? For now, we'll go ahead and we'll plunk it down here and hopefully not piss them off. Oh! Yeah, well, we pissed her off anyway. That's too bad. Yeah. Well, that's too bad for her. I don't particularly care. She is not likely to get pissed off. Especially since we have so many positive modifiers for her. That's one thing I like about this the diplomacy system is you can fuck up a little bit and it won't kill you. As it would in, well, quite frankly, as it would in Civilization 5. There's a lot more things that, there's a lot more variables in the mix, which means that the odds of you having good relationships with the cities is, for the most part, improved. Arrived in Welshgate. Get a network set up there. Let's take a look around. I think we actually had a bunch of guys over here. Go. Let's get a patrol boat or a submarine. Let's take a look around. Next turn, of course. Intruder has been identified. Oh, okay. Well, let's test out our new carver. Or not, because he won't do anything. Fine, let's test out the heralds. Alright, we bombed a bug. Shepherd right here. In you go. Let's go over here. And there's an aquatic city named Dam. Awesome. Actually, most of Alphalaw's empire consists of aquatic cities, so they would make for a really damn easy target. Pardon the pun, but yeah, they're a really damn easy target, all things considered. So perhaps it's time to backstab them. Bioglass furnace, so that's good. Do you know Mollium, +5 diplomatic capital, +5 titanium? Okay, interesting. So it basically trades biomass for those resources. Alright, let's help Gene Gardens get more health, because health is extremely important. Sure, we'll take this for now. What levels of respect do we have? Maxed,
Now let
maxed,
us all one village be.
Geht es dir gut?
average, maxed,
Now let's get
nearly
back to what's
maxed.
important.
Chodź poznakомим.
This is always the problem I run into. Is that I want to go to war with people, but they love me. So I think the answer is, for now, just because I am an emotional player, and that is a weakness. Absolutely. But that being said, you guys watched the last one where I lost because I was cozied up to Barry the entire game. Nobody has built anything yet. Nobody's built any sort of wonders yet, and well, I have the ability and I have the manpower to go and crush them if they try anything. So, what we are going to do is we're just gonna buy some troops, actually. Buy a couple of heralds. And we'll see if we can buy a submarine. Yeah, submarine. The submarine will carry them to victory. No, Shepherd, which we cannot. We have to wait a turn. That's fine. Alright, so this city's growing nicely. It's turning into our academy city. Very good. Doesn't look like there's anything for that to explore. I also have these 2 relics that are just kind of collecting dust. At this point, I might as well just save them up for something else here. It's possible I could get an expedition on this. I'll actually buy an explorer to try. Let us commission an explorer. He's pretty cheap. Alright, Barry is not impressed with my culture anymore. Well, Barry, I guess it's gone down the wayside. And Lena thinks my military is weak. I think it's about time that I showed her how weak my military is. Yes. That would be great. Let's show Lena what my military is all about. Them to relocate here. We'll go ahead and we'll purchase a aircraft carrier here if we can manage it. The Shepherd. We are just a little bit short on that, so we'll wait till next turn. For this, though, we will get it into the city. We'll beam it out over to Alpha Law Country. We'll take a peek at what we have to expect here. And we'll take you over to the crashed lander. And as for you, you can relocate over here for now. And go on intercept. And what's this?
Wir verfolgen viele Ziele. Vielleicht
Fuck
kannst
you,
du's
Lena.
verbreiten.
Fuck you, Lena, and the horse you rode in on. And our relations are deteriorating. Which is fine by me. So yeah, let's actively get the process of going to war with Integer started. We'll get our 2 battleships over there in the upcoming turns. We'll beam those over first, and then we will buy a carrier.
There's an old soldier's axiom. You can't kill what you can't see. The inverse is also true.
Alright, what do we got? So they established a network. Very good. Start. Port. What can we do here? Let's build an auto plant for now. This city, I said we were going to move it, and we shall. Let's build a gene garden there. This city, we could move it really quickly if we wanted to. Let's build a pharma lab, though. And in our capital, what would we like to build here? We could build this and reduce the overall requirements for this. Yeah, you know what? Let's try building that. I mean, we can spare the 20 turns, I think. Kind of a lot to ask, but I think we can manage it. We'll be throwing a lot of stuff over up north here. That in there. You go here. This one will also beam up there. Will we get a better price if we purchase with diplomatic capital? Nope. So it actually costs more. Alright, let's do that. You just stay there. You can go in and pillage. We didn't get anything except science. Matter of fact, I think we're getting less science than before. I'm not sure though. Anyway, let's move our carrier. This is Space Germany's actual capital. Heal up. You are to go here. You are to go down here. Oh. This is an interesting, crap. So we have a shepherd ready here. Welp. Well, damn, man. Not sure what to do with him now. It's, gonna take forever to move him. Okay. Move this guy over here. This guy here as well. Try to get that shepherd to this city or close to this city. Shouldn't be too hard. And then we can beam him over in a couple turns. And that'll be good. The phasal transporters can beam from any city to the location of the physical satellite. So beneath the physical satellite, I guess, technically. That's how they work, in case any of you guys are wondering. Move that along nicely. Almost at 400 science per turn. This is very good. I think we could probably squeeze out the remaining science just by I don't know, just by building a couple trade units, I think. Or buying a couple trade units. We'll have bioengineering in a few turns. That'll be good. That'll be very good indeed. Oh, this is going to solve all of our health problems right here. So profiteering, 0.5 plus half of a health for every trade unit under your command. So this should just solve everything right here now. Not quite! I thought I had more trade units, so I guess I only have... I was at like minus 16 health, and then I went down to minus 1, so I guess I only have 30 trade units. Alright, anyway, we can get more, and we should. Look at that! Just by purchasing them, we go down to 0. Excellent. Alright, so the city's still quite small, so it should focus on growing itself. A clinic is a good way to get that started. But this is very good. We're, let's get a water refinery. Water refineries are very good. +1 food and +1 production from all aquatic tiles. I like it. Let's get a manufactory there. Make things less healthy, but oh well. So what we're going to do now is we're going to take this guy out. Move them to base on here. Technically, I think I can squeeze 3 on at this point. But... terribly concerned. Move it back into the city. We will beam this out over here. We'll go ahead and we'll see about rebasing them onto the carrier there. Let's actually just take it over to... actually, move it over by 1. So the nearest city is the exact same place it came from. Alright, cool. Even that's going to take 2 turns. Alright. More like 1.5, but same difference. Continue building biowells in the water. Build many, many, many biowells. We'll hope that our armada of fighter jets and carriers is going to be enough to carry these guys. Try to increase our income too, if we can. I'd like to see if we can hit 500 energy as Hutuma. That would be funny. Well, let's actually take a look at our energy, what we're getting. We're getting almost 500 in terms of our income, so that's good. Elodie made progress towards emancipation and Promised Land. She re-established communication with Earth. Very good. Good for you, Elodie. Let's take a look at the most optimal trade routes we can have. So they want us to send this guy to former... Well, there? Oh yeah, it has 4 trade routes available. Absolutely. Abso-frickin-lutely. Do that. Pretty sure I ran over here, guys, so I think this is a good time to stop. Next time, we will be attacking Space Germany, aka Integer. Over here. Suppose we should probably get this submarine away from them. No, I lied, they're not over here. They are, in fact. Where the hell are they? Space Germany, show yourself! God damn it. Here they are. They're right here. Alright. Thank you for watching, guys. My name's been Ybot. And I will see you guys next time. Please subscribe if you're enjoying these videos.